Alright, welcome to the Honcast.com presentation. I'm breakycpk, going to be a shoutcasting host, and I'm going to be doing a solo cast once again today. And this is the ESL event, first round of the September finals. Like I said earlier, this is the double elimination tournament that they always run at the end of each month, and there's $500 on the line, winner takes all. So it's been a very consistent tournament. It's been happening for even getting close to about a year now, so it's definitely been, props to ESL for keeping it going all throughout this time and busting out a good amount of prize money to make this a monthly thing. Really do appreciate it. It's definitely provided some awesome matches, some awesome tournaments, and some awesome games. And hopefully, with that said, we have another awesome game for you right here. This is a first round match up again in a double elimination tournament, so you lose here, still in it, but this is our first round matchup between KD Gaming and R4H, also known as Druids. R4H, they just recently changed. I do have some inside information that there's a possibility there could be some switch up in some sponsorship there, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes for them. So that's why they do not have the Druids tag anymore, so we'll see how that goes over time. But obviously this should be a very solid matchup, and looking forward to having some great action. With that said, let me go D&D real quickly. Alright, so with that said, some bands already going out, so let's talk about those real quickly. Only 4 of them, actually, so we're still waiting on 2 more. But we are looking at Dr. Repulsor, Nympphora, Thunderbringer, and Voodoo Jester. So, all Intellect Hero bands. Not all too often we see that, actually, but first 4 bands taking care of all Intellect Heroes, although all very band-worthy by all means. So, Souls to there will go ahead and it's going to be the 5th band right there. Souls to there, obviously a popular carry here, and I know for a fact Ixu definitely plays Souls to there quite a bit in competitive play, which we have seen him do. This was just banned right there from Kabop. And there we go. Flint Beastwood's going to be the last band, so another awesome, obviously, solo mid hero, great range hero, and we have seen a little bit more of it, and even band-worthy, as we see right here. So, with that said, that's the 6th band gone out, so now we're ready to get the picking stage started, and Katie can have the first pick. Some very valuable first picks on the board, obviously. Got Andromeda still out there, of course. We got a Witch Slayer. Well, Witch Slayer is going to be the first pick, being a great trial lane support / hero, as Henry D was talking about yesterday, though, and figuring he was the one talking about it. Got to figure R4H is not going to be running a trial lane strategy. Instead, they are going to be running a 2-2-1 style strategy, which is becoming the more counter style to trial lane strategies. And as he suggested, expect the meta game to start shifting as a result, which is great news. Again, I'm still sure we will see trial lane strategies in competitive play, but to at least finally see something different and kind of see mix-ups is definitely something I'm looking forward to, and I know the community is as well. And so we'll see how that goes between these 2 teams here. But yeah, with the Witch Slayer pick right away, I mean, obviously can't tell whatsoever if they're going to be running a trial lane, but obviously could be very valuable in the trial lane strategy. A Plague Rider with the first couple of picks over there for R4H. Plague Rider, not a hero we necessarily have seen a whole lot lately. Again, with trial lane strategies, definitely hasn't been picked up as a result of those, as there definitely are other heroes that are better than him in those cases, obviously, but he's going to be picked up here by R4H, a very powerful hero. He really is. And now that I think about it, I mean, it is kind of interesting that we haven't seen a hero like Plague Rider in competitive play. Obviously with his armor buff and his ultimate, which is always so fun to watch and just bounce around all over the place in RNG status. Watch it pick up some crazy kills. Oh crap. Did I set the site to live? I don't think I did. Wait, no, I thought I did. It should be live. Let's check that real quickly.
Andromeda.
Okay, this site's like freaking slow right now. So many people spamming refresh. Crap, I didn't. I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quickly. While the picks are progressing right here, I'm also gonna make a Twitter. I forgot to do that. What am I thinking? Password did not work. There we go. Going live with KD versus R4H, aka Druids, or ESL right now. Hey, make the link. Alright. said it's alive. So many things going on. There we go. Now people are going to be hanging. Oh my god, it's live! Wait, did my Twitter go through?
Valkyrie. Glacier.
Yes, it went through. Okay, we are good. Alright, should be going live in a second. Alright, so now with the picks progressing more, let's see, what do we got? Alright, for the Legion team, start with them first since they have all 5 ready to go, obviously. KD Gaming over there. We are looking at Glacius, Valkyrie, Andromeda, Witchslayer, and Forsaken Archer. So they definitely have a tri-lane potential. Wow, they got a lot of support. They got 3 very heavy support in there, so I take that back. I mean, they definitely have tri-lane potential, but obviously that would, well, I guess Witchslayer could play solo. You know, it's they got an interesting lineup right there. My guess is that they would... I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I guess they could be running a 2-2-1 themselves. But, yeah, I'm curious to see what KD Gaming decides to do with their lanes. Obviously, Witchslayer, he can play solo mid if need be. Or he can play, yeah, he can't play solo mid, so we'll see if that's a possibility here. But, yeah, interesting lineup. As far as, away from the laning phase, though, as far as the team overall, you know, a very solid team. They got a great carry in Forsaken Archer, of course. They got Valkyrie, excellent initiator and ganker. You know, they got great gank potential, really, with all the heroes, especially Witchslayer and Andromeda on top of that. So they definitely have a lot of potential in that sense. Yeah, just overall a really great support-style team. They don't have the greatest initiation, with that said. They are definitely more gank-heavy than team fight initiation-heavy, obviously. So got to keep that in mind, of course. But yeah, in the laning phase, I am really curious to see what they plan, how they plan to go about this. Anyways, as far as R4H is concerned, over there on the Hellborn side, aka Druids, we are looking at Madman, Wretched Hag, Devour, Slither, and Plague Rider. So again, they went with Plague Rider with one of their first couple of picks right there. And so with those 5, Madman obviously being their carry, and they too have a very gank-style heavy team. As far as tri-lane potential, I mean, they definitely have, they could run tri-lane, but again, I'm not expecting it, especially with what Henry D was suggesting yesterday. So yeah, both teams really very, very curious to see how the laning phase kind of goes about, and see where one another goes, and see what kind of matchups we're looking at. But very gank-heavy team also on R4H's side, so definitely expect this to be a really movement-style game. Players moving all over the place, setting up ganks. Love pauses to start games. I'm probably waiting on someone to smoke break or something. That's what it seems like. GG. But yeah, I mean, seeing Plague Rider in here is kind of cool. He's really the only hero in this game, though, that we haven't seen really in a long time in competitive play. Or consistent, I should say. Madman kind of fits that boat too, I guess. Well, he definitely has that very powerful potential, and he's kind of been an on and off hero lately. Seems like he goes in waves of successfulness. As far as who has the better early game, I mean, again, I'm not too sure exactly what we're going to see in lanes. I really am not. I mean, I'm kind of baffled here on what to expect, especially since we've been just seeing the obvious tri-lane strategies so much lately. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, both teams, they definitely have potential to run tri-lane, but it's just throwing me off a little bit, and something tells me we're not going to see that. We're seeing Forsaken Archer currently headed towards the bottom with Andromeda. Of course, we do see this, you know, time and time again with gank style strategy. Just set up a bloodlust kill, so definitely doesn't guarantee anything if they do send 3 down there. Well, Glacius is going down there as well. And I mean, yeah, this is kind of what I expected, that they were going to run a tri-lane. Obviously, Witchslayer middle, and then Valkyrie in the long lane. So they very likely could be running a tri-lane themselves. As far as the Hellborn team, looks like they might be doing one themselves as well, as they're matching up with the Plague Rider, Slither, and then the Madman. So choosing to go Plague Rider instead of Andromeda as part of their tri-lane strategy. I'm not 100% sure on why, but that's what they went with. I mean, having that armor buff definitely is nice against, obviously, heroes like Forsaken Archer and even Valkyrie. Devour also coming down here. They're going to look to set up a Bloodlust kill. Obviously, expect him to go to middle after the fact. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to catch anyone, though. A good scatter from the Legion team. Ward of Sight placed ready to block. And now they still want that gank. They want the bottom rune, and they are going to get it. It's going to be a rune of invisibility. They should be able to use that for the bottom lane, of course. I think Slither's going to pick it up. And, ooh, they're doing a switch up here. So they noticed something that they did not like. And, yeah, they're going to be doing a switch up as they are going to be running a 1-2-2. Did both teams really just switch to a 1-2-2 out of nowhere? Maybe. Well, Glacier's heading back to the bottom, so yeah, it does look like R4H, though. They are going to run with a 1-2-2, and in fact, the Madman and Plagueguard, they actually go all the way to the top lane, so very interesting start here, and in the end, R4H, it looks like they are going to be running that 1-2-2 style strategy, whereas KD Gaming, they are keeping with the tri-lane for now, and this is perfect for R4H. They made the adjustment, obviously, because they wanted their 2-versus-1 lane at top as well. And, well, they are going to get it. For the meantime, Wretched hiding in the jungle right here, trying to avoid this initiation. And, well, he's doing a good job of that right now. Glacius and Andromeda trying to scout him out, but they have no idea where he is. And he is fine for the time being. So we already see KD Gaming trying to make an adjustment. We got Black playing Valkyrie right here. I heard that he was actually going to be ringing for them in this game, and sure enough, he is. Of course, former Dota player. Don't know too much history on him myself, but all I know is that he comes from Dota. Definitely a solid background. But, yeah, this is turning out to be really interesting. Obviously, the strategy for R4H, it's working as intended so far in terms of the top and the middle lane. Right now, well, kind of. Witchslayer does have a 4-4 creep score, where Devour is 4-2. So, actually, Witchslayer is still getting a pretty solid farm, despite the situation. But he is going to get some help right now. It looks like Glacius. Oh, a hook attempt right there from Devour, missing, however. I'm going to fall back and be nifty. Oh, Witchslayer actually getting mana drain early on. Power drain as it's called. Actually using it on Devour right there. So he's going to keep him out of mana as much as possible. So he cannot spam those hooks. As well as obviously giving him the ability to spam his own hooks. Wretched Hag just sitting in the jungle, just being played by Ixu. He's getting this experience. He can care less about the creep kills right now, about the farm and being... You know, I don't blame him for earlier on, but right now it is a 1-versus-1, so he could definitely look to come out right now and actually start to get some creep kills. But he just wants to play really safe and at least get those levels. I mean, again,